Gotta give credit where credit is due. This is not my hoodie. It's actually my sister's. But we all know I wouldn't wear something this ugly if I didn't have to. So, what have you guys been doing? I've been crying over God of War, Ragnarok. But I also had an amazing thing happen to me, which inspired this week's video. Because I was home. It was the weekend. I was just chilling, hanging out. No fear in sight. Until my sister had a friend over because well, they were drinking, they were pre-gaming, I don't know what to tell you. And this bitch, I had to change my insulin thing because, hi, if you don't know, my name's Spooky, I'm 19 and I have diabetes type 1. I've had it since I was 6. A lot of years, I'm not gonna do the math. And I need to change the thing. I'll insert a picture, but I needed to change that thing in my stomach. And this bitch, her friend, you know what she does? She goes, "Can I watch? I'm training to be a health professional." In my head, I get it, but at the same time, I feel like it's kind of weird. Am I alone in this? I don't know, but it's just like, and like, that's not like the worst part. The worst part is that while I was doing that, she didn't say anything. She didn't ask any questions, and she didn't say anything, and neither did I, because what would I say, you know, like, oh, this is how you do that. Not only that, but like, if she is training to be a medical professional, I'm sure you'll get an in-depth like explanation on these things. Like, I don't know, or maybe not. I'm giving the health system more credit than they deserve. Just gonna quickly add that either way, like, you would never be in a position where you would do anything with like that part of like a diabetic's journey, if that makes sense. Like, if you're not getting like an in-depth like tutorial on where you're training, it's probably because you don't need to do it probably ever. So, but like, what the fuck? And this isn't like the first time. And like, when I used shots of insulin or like needles or whatever, like when I was younger, like a lot of people would also like watch. Like, I'm sorry, is it that fun? Like, is it that unique that you need to watch someone do that? And like, maybe it's because I'm so desensitized to it because I've been doing it for like literally half my life. But no, like, what? I don't know. Like, ugh. I'm like, yeah, as I said, like, it's the fact that like, if you're gonna ask me to watch, at least ask me some questions. Like, make it a little less awkward. Like, do you want me to explain what I'm doing? Or like, or like people who commented shit when I was like, for example, refilling my insulin, for example, they'd be like, "Oh, you look like a drug addict." I'm like, yeah, haha. Like, what am I supposed to say to that? And also, like, in a complete like different sense, if I sometimes, or like, okay, one time specifically, when I would see my blood sugar levels in class, I was in a different class this time, like, I don't remember why, but we were doing like an art project thing and I was in a different class. That's all you need to know. And I was just doing my business, going about my day, nothing's fucking special about it, and one of them goes, "You should be glad blank isn't here." And I was like, why? And he was like, because he has he's afraid of blood. And I thought to myself, okay, am I like supposed to, like, what was the reaction they wanted from me? Like, 90% of the time when people do these things, like ask these questions or like ask to watch or like whatever, I'm always like, do they want me to say something? Do they want like commentary? Do they want like an in-depth tutorial on how to fucking do it? Like, I'm so confused every goddamn time. And as I said, like, maybe it's because I'm so desensitized to it, because I've been doing that for so long that I no longer see, like, it being fucking interesting ever. But, like, even if I didn't have it, I know for a fact that I wouldn't ask people, like, how can I watch you do that? I don't know, it's just weird enough that I don't see the fucking appeal. Like, I don't know if it makes sense, but it's just weird enough. It's just a little bit too weird. Like, for example, people who have, like, stomas, I think they're called. Like, I'm sorry, would you ever fucking ask someone if you could watch them change that? Like, I know it's not as intimate and stuff, and it's, like, kind of pushing it a little bit far. But, like, am I the only one who, like, thinks about it like that? And, like, I don't get offended or anything, but it's still kind of weird. Just, like, watching, or, like, it's, of course, even weirder when people just watch you without saying anything. Like, of course, it's weird, like, a 6-year-old, like, poking her stomach with a fucking needle, and I kind of look like I had a EpiPen sometimes. But still, like, it's just a little bit, like that. Like, goddamn. Chill. But then again, like, if you then also walk up to me and be like, can I watch you? Can I watch you? It's like, what? And you can't really see anything either because of the way you do it. It's kind of like, you don't really get a good view unless you're, like, fucking angled at, like, the right angle. And, like, you wouldn't, like, you don't necessarily see anything either when I change the thing. So, what? Like, I just think it's a little bit weird. A little bit. Gotta be honest with you guys, a little bit weird. Like, obviously, like, I don't, like, I'm not offended by or anything, and if you really want to, then you just knock yourself out, you know? But I'm sure there are people on YouTube who would probably show you that shit, but, like, again, it's the not asking any questions that make it weirder, I think. Because if you then ask questions like, oh, does it hurt? But, like, also that's fucking redundant. Like, I'm sorry, does it hurt? Do you know how long I've been doing this? Like, over 10 years. Like, of course it doesn't fucking hurt anymore. Or that's actually, sometimes it hurts. It's a long-winded explanation. But, like, as I said, like, does it hurt? I barely notice it anymore. Like, sometimes, but not like 90% of the time, no. Like, I'm sorry, like, I can't really, and the same with, like, poking your finger. People think that shit hurts so much, but, like, the thing is, like, and then, of course, they apply their experience of it hurting a lot onto me, when it's like, yeah, you have done it, like, fucking twice in your life. Like, I've done this, like, multiple times a day for, like, over 10 years. Like, of course it doesn't hurt for me anymore. Like, you get desensitized to it. You get scabs, and then those scabs turn into, like, what the fuck is it called? Scars? Whatever. And then you, like, don't feel it anymore. Like, I don't know how to explain it. And if you were to get a close-up of my finger right here, you'd see, like, a bunch of little scars, because, yeah, you can see them here. It's kind of cool. Hold on. Oh my god, actually, hold on. I don't know if you can, oh, there you can see. You can see those small scabs, or, like, small sores. You can see them, hold on, if you, like, really focus. Sorry, I'm shaky. But yeah, that's because of, like, years of fucking poking your finger. Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't have any other, like, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't fucking hurt. It doesn't hurt at all. Also, this has fortunately never fucking happened to me, but, like, if anyone were to come up to me like, can you please not do that? I have a needle fear or whatever. Like, I would be livid if anyone ever fucking does that. And you bet your ass I'm gonna tell you guys about it if it ever does. But if anyone were to ever do that, I'd be like, I need this shit to live. Like, I'm sorry, Brenda. I can't fucking, like, just leave the fucking room. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I need to do this to survive. Like, this isn't, like, a optional thing. Like, no. Also, oh my god, to end this video, I commented once that I was, like, really, like, excited if people were to finally find a cure for diabetes one day, because it's a roller coaster living with it. I have so many bad experiences. But, and then, like, I commented that under a video on, like, why we haven't found a cure or whatever. And then, like, one guy underneath it said, like, oh, I'm actually, like, controlling my blood sugar pretty well with, like, no carbs, no blah, 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 like, no sugar. Like, basically eating next to nothing. And then another guy said, it would be pretty cool if you were to do it. And I love that that comment section had that much faith in me. But I don't. I didn't get nearly good enough grades as I needed to become a scientist. And I went to school for fucking, like media communication and, like, social media. Like, no, I wouldn't be able to. And the guy who, like, basically ate nothing and, like, drank nothing and what the fuck ever and, like, worked out every fucking day. Like, the only reason your blood sugar is keeping itself low is because you're not eating anything that could fucking trigger anything. And, like, when I was having issues, I also barely had, like, high blood sugar. But it's not healthy. Like, sorry, it's not healthy. Like, you can't just not eat anything. Like, basically eat just salad and then be like, but I don't have high blood sugar. Like, my blood sugar is at, like, oh my god, I don't remember how this works in America, but my blood sugar is, like, 3.5. Like, yeah, because you're not fucking eating anything. You know who else has low blood sugar all the fucking time? Anorexics. Guess what you are? Like, you're restricting. Like, sorry. Can't fucking, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, the fact that that comment section had that much faith in me to think that I would come up with a cure for diabetes. Son. But yeah, but I have actually talked to a lot of people who actually, trigger warning, have said that they would rather self-delete than live the rest of their lives with diabetes. And a lot of, like I think the new generation coming into having diabetes obviously are way, way, way better off than those fucking 40 years ago, maybe, because like, we've come such a long way in such a short amount of time. Like, it's really impressive to look at. But like, most of the influences when I was younger were people who had lost, like, legs and, like, arms and, like, their sight and stuff. So not seeing any adults near you with, like, good blood sugar or, like, good, like, control over that, because it was so bad, like, it used to be really bad, like, it doesn't really set a good impression on you. And that's why I was, like, scared for, like, most of my life. Like, diabetics are supposed to take really good care of their feet, so I was never allowed to do ballet. If my blood sugar was really high, I would get, like, super freaked out that, like, I would go blind in, like, the next week. And, like, I was so afraid. Like, I was afraid. And then on top of that, I was also a really depressed child, so I didn't want to take care of my diabetes because I was depressed. So I've had some pretty high blood sugar. Fortunately for me, I still have all my legs, all my limbs, and I'm not blind. Of course, I do need glasses, but my sister is actually more blind than me. Like, I think it's just our family having, like, bad vision. Like, I don't think it has anything to do with me being a diabetic. Like, I think everyone in my family, on, like, my immediate family, like, my sister or my siblings and my parents, I think everyone wears glasses, so not really surprised. But of course it can, like, also I found this out because I was supposed to get a new pump, but it didn't happen because I got sick. Anyways, so I had to, like, get my blood sugar to go a little bit down, and when I was doing that, they said, but just don't make it go down too fast because you could go blind. What? Brenda, are you telling me that high blood sugar can, like, make me go blind, and getting rid of my high blood sugar can make me go blind? But yeah, so that was a constant anxiety in my life, and it still fucking is, because I never learn. Anyways, I'm Spooky. This has been a video. I make videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe. Yeah, I make a lot of different videos, so if you kind of like this stuff, then please watch. I also fixed my hair from the last time you guys saw me, so that's fun. Yay! Alright, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Bye!